Yeah, this is Heiner Siegmunds reporting for CargoForwarder, the leading air freight online service. And I'm here at the booth of LAN Cargo at the Transport Logistics Fair in Munich. And next to me are Alvaro Carril. He is Vice President Marketing and Sales of LAN Cargo. And Guido Henke, who is the Regional Cargo Manager, Europe. Gentlemen, thanks for coming and joining this interview. Alvaro, you merged with TAM, and what does this mean for the cargo business now? You got two big airlines that are merged, and how does this affect your cargo business?
Well, as we always said since the beginning, this merger make a lot of sense because we are combining two companies that pretty much combine very well, because LAN is a company that connects South America mostly with North America, and TAM was mainly in the South America to Europe business. So it expanded our destinations and our geographical coverage, and so it made a lot of sense for us, and it's helping us a lot in cargo sense for this expanded coverage, giving us a lot of belly capacity now into and out of Europe to South America.
But what I like to ask you is, you maintain your business, your cargo business, as LAN Cargo internationally, but TAM Cargo is active as TAM Cargo, as a known brand within Brazil. So on the domestic scale, it's TAM Cargo and the rest is LAN Cargo. Does this make sense? Two brands, one company?
Yes, we think it makes a lot of sense because internationally, LAN was a much more developed brand and very well known all over, again internationally, but within Brazil, TAM is the brand. Everybody knows TAM. Brazil is a pretty big country, and TAM was already a very strong and recognized brand within Brazil. This is why we decided to maintain the TAM brand for our domestic operations, and of course LAN as our international brand, because again, both brands were recognized, one internationally and the other domestic. So we thought that would be the most wise idea to maintain both brands.
They operate three freighters, I think, TAM Cargo. I think it's your equipment, right?
Yes, it's our equipment. Within the LAN Cargo group, we already had a small company in Brazil, APSA, which we had a share in that company, so we were present in the Brazilian market before the merge with TAM. And this equipment that we had there in this small company APSA, we are now flying it under the TAM Cargo brand.
What's LAN's and TAM Cargo's contribution to your overall turnover, approximately?
It's approximately 25%. It's 2 billion out of 8 billion. That's more or less roughly the total turnover for the LATAM group. And 2 billion comes from cargo.
Guido, you're responsible for Europe. What is the contribution of the European market to LAN and TAM Cargo?
Since year-to-date 2013, we are on an average of 14% of the total revenues of LAN Cargo worldwide. And that means, of course, an increase compared to the last year, mainly because since August last year, we almost doubled our capacity out of Europe. We are now flying about 1,100 tons per week together, and all the aircrafts departing from Europe to South America, either LAN Cargo or freighters or LAN Cargo passenger passenger aircraft, and the TAM passenger aircrafts now. So coming back to your question, it's 14% of the total revenues of the LAN Cargo group.
You're flying from Latin America into Europe and back, of course. So it's rotations. What about the balanced or unbalanced loads? How can you explain this? Are they balanced? Are they unbalanced?
That's our big challenge, to try to keep these traffics balanced, because especially on the freighter side, you only can manage a freighter operation profitable if you have a balanced flow of cargoes in both sides. On the freighter side, we manage that. We can do that. Our freighters are coming with almost full load into Amsterdam, mainly with flowers of South America, combined with asparagus and mangoes from Chile and Peru or Brazil. And we are with an average of load factor of between 90 and 95% going south on the freighters. On the passenger side, the load factor going down is almost the same. And on the northbound, in the northbound, it depends on the season. On high season of the fruits, of course, we also reach this kind of load factors. In the lower seasons, we are on average of 75%.
So Alvaro, is he doing a good job?
Definitely a very good job. Definitely a very good job. The challenge for Europe, as Guido explained before, we're very. It's a very challenging situation here with the double capacity because of the LATAM capacity coming into our hands. And up to now, we only started August last year, so less than a year. We are very comfortable and very high load factors, as Guido was pointing out. So again, a very good job for our European team.
So he can expect a race next time.
I think he had the race already, so we can discuss that afterwards.
One final question, sir. You are from Chile. LATAM is a Brazilian company. Of course, you merged, but it's still Brazilian and Chilean companies. When you meet your colleagues from Brazil, what do you speak? Portuguese or Spanish or English?
Well, the three of them. And but there is a new language now called Portuñol. It's a mix of Portuguese and Spanish. Well, both languages, Portuguese and Spanish, are similar. So we speak Spanish slowly, and Portuguese people can understand. And if they speak Portuguese slowly, we do understand very well. And sometimes also we use English because it's also very common in business. So now we include the Portuguese into this kind of, as I say, multicultural or multi-Hispanic company, making it richer, I think. It's again, LATAM it's a Latin American company, not Chilean, not Brazilian. It's a Latin American company.
So not only the airline merged, but also the languages seem to merge. What is the name again? Portu what?
Portuñol.
Portuñol. So this is a new Latin American language. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us and goodbye.